that will finish things in...
Oh, the uppercut.
What an uppercut by...
Welcome back to Fantasy Fights. Before we get going, please subscribe and hit the like button. This time we got Sonny Liston going up against George Foreman, two all-time greats. Should be a great matchup. One of my favorites. You can see their records, 50-4, 76-5. Very similar in height, weight. Big difference there in reach. Liston had an 84-inch reach. And you can see their years in their prime were very similar. 7 years as opposed to 5 years. This should be a slugfest, should be exciting. Before I get going on this fantasy fight, there's some things I want to point out. I'm not going to spend any time talking about George Foreman's loss to Muhammad Ali, and I'm not going to spend any time talking about Sonny Liston's first-round knockout loss to Ali in Lewiston, Maine in 1965. I've said many times on this channel that I felt like he threw the fight, so it's not relevant. We're talking about both fighters in their prime. Okay, that's what we're looking at.
Ali's trainer right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. The heavyweight champion has got the excitement here that we look for. Frazier is dazed. He is getting hit again and again and again. The same head that was hit so often by Muhammad Ali. Frazier is dazed. You see the countdown for the first round. Foreman has not panicked. Foreman is going about his job. Foreman is all over Joe Frazier. Frazier he is all over Frazier again. He has Frazier in the corner. Frazier's knees buckled. He is down. He is down for the fourth time. It's target practice for George Foreman. It is target practice. Frazier is ready to go again. Joe is standing. There he goes. 3 times. The fight is stopped.
Hurt this morning. So far, we've detected no sign of a limp. And yet, he was half carried, half limped into a minibus to go to the hospital this morning. Oh, that parting right. Got to Norton and has him really back. Oh, there's the right again. And puncher or no. That Foreman is a terrific puncher. There goes Norton again. Norton is already rubbery-legged and hurt. And Foreman is...
Now we're going to take a look at the 1976 fight, Ron Lyle and George Foreman. This was a slugfest, one of the greatest fights of all time. There you can see Lyle hit him. Foreman taking a lot of blows, and Foreman going down. Foreman goes down twice in this fight. Lyle goes down a couple times as well. But what I wanted to show you that Foreman could be hit by somebody who could withstand his incredible power, and Lyle could. And he came back, and like I said, it was a classic. Foreman came back, though, to win the fight. This is the knockout of Ron Lyle. Great fight.
Coming in the ring on the left side of your screen now is Sonny Liston, reputed to be the most feared man in boxing at any weight.
And his opponent wearing white trunks with black stripes, weighing 212 1/4 pounds, from Philadelphia, Charles Sonny Liston.
Some of his punches in this first round. Liston making them count. Westfall has never been knocked off his feet until now. That's the first time Westfall has ever been on the floor. Count is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Against the longer-armed Cleveland Williams, he is doing now what we kind of expected him to do in the first round, and that is come in tight so that he isn't at the complete disadvantage of being out there against the longer reach. Liston around number 2. And going now an occasional lead with his right hand. Sonny Liston bombing him in there now. Good shots to the head and jaw. 10 seconds left in round number 2. left hook catches Cleveland Williams and drops him. 4, 5. Cleveland Williams battling to stay on his feet. Bang to the canvas again.
The challenger moving in. The champion shaking off the effect of that left hook. Grazing right and a solid left to the cheekbone. Drop the champion.
Looking at the rematch between Liston and Patterson in 1963, and you can see we got pretty much the same thing, another first-round knockout. Liston's just such an overpowering. See how tough he is in close. He's always under control. That jab pretty much keeps Patterson at bay. Can't get into his body. And you can see the power. Incredible reach, 84 inches for a man only 6'1". Now let's take a look at George Foreman. Strengths and weaknesses, some of his key victories during his career. He has overwhelming power and incredible chin, strong jab, and just overall strength. His weakness is foot speed, hand speed, and defense. He can be hit. The Ron Lyle fight pretty much showed that he was susceptible to big punches. Sonny Liston, you can see his wins. Has an incredibly long reach, great jab, head movement, defensive boxing ability, and a solid chin. If he has a weakness, it is his hand speed. He outboxed Eddie Mason over 12 rounds, knocked out Foley and Williams and Patterson. So his skills were, he could go short or long. All right, let's look at the comparison chart. This always is a great indicator. Hand speed, I don't see any advantage. Liston may be a little quicker, but not much. Boxing ability, Liston is a better boxer. Just overall, he can box if he has to. KO power, both of them have incredible power. Two of the strongest ever. Chins, both of them have incredible chins. Size, little advantage for Foreman, but not that much to speak of. Both are strong. Defense, Liston was a better defensive fighter, harder to hit. Endurance, Liston had the better endurance. Foreman, the two fights he lost in his prime, he lost because of endurance. Adaptability, I would say there's no advantage. Both of them were pretty much going to do what they do. Foot speed, about the same. Neither one of them were gazelles. Strength, both of them were beast. Jab, although Liston had a premier jab, Foreman's jab was really strong as well. Cuts, I see no advantage there. Reach, Liston had a 6-inch advantage in reach. Body attack, both of them would go to the body if necessary. No advantage. All right, let's look at our end result here. Sonny's up 3-0. This is the closest of any fight I've done. All right, let's look at the fight results. Foreman tries to keep the fight at long distance where he has more freedom of movement. Only problem is Liston has a superior jab. Liston is most dangerous inside, as he has shown in the knockouts of Floyd Patterson and Cleveland Williams. Liston goes at his business with his patience and is winning the early rounds with his boxing ability. Foreman's incredible offense is Foreman's biggest asset. Liston's jab and ability to handle Foreman's strength leads to an 8th round TKO by Liston. I think it's important to point out that in their prime, Foreman touched the canvas on 4 different occasions, twice against Lyle, once against Ali, and once against Jimmy Young. Sonny Liston in his prime never touched the canvas. Okay, let's look at keys to the fight. Liston has better head movement and defensive skills, and this allows him to avoid Foreman's powerful punches. Liston can be patient during the fight because he's winning the early rounds, because he's a better boxer. And he has the ability to go 12 full rounds, where Foreman's endurance has always been questioned in fights. Please let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your comments. Please hit the like button, share, and above all, subscribe. Thanks again.